Hi guys, I am Tamanna and today marks day 44 of my journey to becoming fluent. It's day 44 speech and day 44 speech topic is actually day 47, but I am recording day 44 speech video because it's important guys. It's a part of my English learning, so yeah. So what I'm saying. So yeah. Yes guys. So so the today topic is what I doubted on myself. So in my life, there were a lot of times when I have doubted on myself, but like on my capabilities and also in on my mind, and also a lot of like I have literally doubted on myself a lot of times. If I start this thing from it's a very like when I was in my what we call not high school, but it was the when I was in my kindergarten. Yes guys, I don't know, kindergarten, I don't know. So when I was like in second or third grade, that time what happened is that now I forgot this, what happened that time. What I was going to add. So when I was in second or third grade, that time I used to think that my English is so bad, or I used to think like I would never get good marks in exam. And you know what? Or one day, uh, my English teacher gave me a assignment or like a chapter to learn, because the next day there were a test of that chapter, and when I saw that chapter, the chapter was huge. There were a lot of words. And I was like, oh, this chapter is so huge. I'm not going to able to learn all these things. And the next day I'm going to feel, I know that. But when I started, that time I was doubting on my capabilities and capability, yeah. But when I read that whole chapter, I was like, wow, this was so simple. Yeah. And you know what, guys? The next day, when I gave that test, you know what? I got not full marks, but I had only one mistake in that test. The mistake was I still remember that uh, mistake. The mistake was 4, FORE. I wrote there like FRO 4. It was for FOR 4, but I wrote that FRO. The only mistake. That's it. And like that day, that was the first time when my English teacher literally praised and said that, oh, he's the only one, she's the only one who had one mistake in the exam, in the test, and she had the like full marks, not full marks, but only I had the only one what do you say this, how I can say this, like how to say this, like I have only one marks less to full marks. Like if the full marks, if the total marks is if the paper is, if the test was around 20 marks, my marks was around 19. Yes guys, so there was only one mistake. So that time that was the first time when I doubt on my capabilities. And the another time is that mm, another time when okay, so I used to think like I know I have shared this experience a lot of time in my lot of videos, but still I'm going to share this because it's a very like, I know for some people it's not going to be a very big thing, but for me it's a very big thing. Yes, guys, it's a very big thing for me. So yes, guys. So mm when I'm like, I have said this thing or told you this thing a lot of times, that since since childhood I had the, what do you call, since childhood I had that stage fear. Like from childhood I had that stage fear, but in college I decided that I need to get over this, um, or like, yeah, get over from this stage fear. And so I started participating in declamation, like, yeah, in declamation. And when I gave my first declamation speech, I got freeze, and I was like, oh my god, literally, that was the only day in my life was the fully like, I never feel that embarrassment in my whole life, the embarrassment I felt in like that day. So yeah, that was a very embarrassing day for me. And if I ever feel embarrassing in any situation, I just make remember myself that, that day you felt so embarrassing, as compared to that day this embarrassment is nothing. This embarrassment is nothing for you, dude. Like, literally, if you can handle that embarrassment, then this embarrassment is nothing for you. So this is how I motivate myself, literally. This is how. So yeah, where was I? Where were I? It was like, where were I? Okay, so yeah, I forgot now. So yeah, when I gave my first declamation, that day was literally so embarrassing for me. But I'm so so grateful that I give that first speech, because that was very important for me. And you know what? Then when I gave my second speech, I was so nervous. I was feeling that anxiety. Yeah, like people who had stage fear, or who has stage fear, who can understand this thing. Literally, you can they can what we call uh, I forgot the word. They can understand this thing, that how it's feel before any speech, and if you get any chance to get on the stage and it's your turn to give a speech, so how it's feel, the anxiety you feel. So yeah, people can oh, I forgot the word. The word was, the people can understand. Okay, the people can understand. Okay, totally understand that people who have stage fear, or who had that. So but in my second declamation I got the third position. And you know what, that is not big for people, but that like so big for me, because that was the first time I ever get the third position. Is that time for me, that third position is so big that I was so surprised that how I can get that position, dude. So that time I realized that, oh, I doubted my capabilities for a very long time, but now I have seen that I can break any capabilities. So, so yeah, don't limit yourself. Every time you limit yourself, you just literally make, what do you call, make not that word. I don't want to use that word, but make very your life very sad, so not that interesting. So yeah, like now I have a bit of stage fear, but not as much as I used to have had. So yeah, so that's all about day 44 speech. And is it day 44 speech? Yeah, it's day 44 speech. Bye bye. I'll see you in day 45 speech. Bye bye.